Just carrying on from this picture I started yesterday, I'm going to spend some time today and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do these trees here. These trees, this area here is set back a little bit more, and then you've got foreground trees, and those leaves are a lot closer. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do these up close leaves here. I'm just putting in the shaded areas here. I want to be careful that I don't go too dark. The leaves that are going over the top of this are quite big, so it shouldn't be too bad, or it won't be too dark by the time I've finished. But I just want to get some of these bigger areas sort of in here. Now I'll go in with a slightly lighter green. It's quite cool, so I'm mixing black, Windsor lemon and a little bit of cerulean blue. Sort of fill in, cover all of that acrylic paint. I'm putting these leaves on here, and I'm putting the darker leaves on first, and then we'll build from these ones in the shade, and we'll pull it forward into the outer leaves that have got the light on them. And they all seem to have this sort of shape as if they're hanging down. So what I'm using is I've mixed, mainly we've got some ivory black, Windsor lemon, a touch of that cerulean blue there, and once again it's consistency, it's fairly watery, but then at the same time I am still picking a globule up on the tip of the brush. So when it goes on, although it is watery, it's going on with a certain amount of thickness. It's not so watery that it's transparent and it doesn't show on top of the darker paint. We're just really sort of suggesting what's there at the moment. So you've got these more opaque leaves like I'm doing now, but also in there you've got some sort of a richer green, more saturated green leaves, which I'll put in a minute. I'm just going to build it up. And they're all different sizes as well. There's no uniform to it, it's just random. So I'm just going to add a little bit more richness to that green now, just by adding a little bit of the Windsor lemon.
'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
You came right out of the blue. I wanna do what you want to.
We can leave and run away someday, someday.
I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you.
Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and sit in you. Oh, oh. Call me anytime that you need a friend. And call me anytime when you're out of time. And you, I got you, and you got me too. We can always make it through.
What we do is what we do.
I can take you anywhere, somewhere. We won't be scared.
You will see me flying.
The trick is with painting this, you need to be quite patient, because there are quite a few layers in there, and what you don't want is to get despondent because it's not looking immediately how you want it to look. So just take your time, and you can keep adding and adding as much as you want until you achieve the right look. Isn't that right, Dad?
Yep.
Call me anytime I can come and sit in you. Oh, oh. Call me anytime that you need a friend. And call me anytime when you're out of time. And you, I got you. You got me, got me. You got me, got me. You got me too. Got me, got me.
I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need it too? 'Cause I got you.
And you got me too. I don't know what it means, nothing's what it seems, but I feel gravity is holding me down. It's there for all to see, through dirt and through debris. Everyone is leaving this forsaken town. I lost the scenery, my mind's machinery. Seems like Hollywood is starting to catch fire. Under a starlit sky, I see you and I.
Just adding some of the lighter areas here where they've got the sun catching the tops of the leaves. There's mixed a sort of much more of an opaque yellow there just to cover what's underneath. So once again, it's just a case of building it up. I mean, I'm not being too faithful with the, trying to get it exactly like the photograph. I'm doing my own thing here, but you can see it's the same. You can see it's the same picture, but I'm not trying to copy precisely. So now I'm just going to lighten up on some of the leaves that are already in there. So just picking out little areas that where the light is catching it. So just to say, like here, the tip of that leaf there. Rather than putting in new leaves, I'm just emphasising some of the lighter parts of the leaves I've already put in. And just you know, making it look a little bit 3D. There's so many colours. So many colours in here. There's sort of warmer greens and cool greens. There's almost brilliant white areas. And then there's some quite warm areas in there as well. But just picking out the tops or a little bit where the sun is catching, I find it's really quite effective. And it does give you much more of a 3D look as well. But we'll continue to do that, and even adding some sort of more cooler areas, because I noticed, I mean, there's some of the tips there are almost blue, you know. The light is shining on it in such a way that it's almost just a pure blue. In some areas it's catching more than others, so just going to be careful about where I put the highlights on. I want to make sure I don't get too carried away and highlight every single little bit. So just some areas have got a little bit more on than others. So now I'm going to add just white straight out the tube. Just little just flecks of pure white. Just here and there. Just where the light's just catching the tips. Right, so I'm thinking that's pretty much it. So there we are. That's those close-up trees finished. Technique's not that dissimilar from doing the smaller leaves. Those leaves are a fair amount bigger. You know, don't be too scared about making those a lot bigger, because it will pull it forward. In fact, one thing I might do is just pick out a few of the leaves just by putting a darker line around them, and that really will sharpen them up and make them stand forward. But that's pretty much it. I'm quite pleased with that. And this afternoon I'm going to carry on with the rest of the picture and should pretty much get it finished. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next video.